Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Shakila Febriliantina.
My name is Sipa Insani.
Would like to present about the material, the century of war, plague, and disorder. England before the crisis. At the beginning of the 14th century, England was a relatively stable feudal kingdom. Power was concentrated in the monarchy and the church, while the vast majority of the population consists of peasants who worked the land under the control of nobles. Society was highly hierarchical, and the economy relied heavily on agriculture. However, beneath the surface of order, there were already signs of strains, rising population, land shortage, and growing dissatisfaction among the lower classes.
The Hundred Years' War. The Hundred Years' War, which lasted from 1337 to 1453, was a prolonged conflict between England and France over claims to the French throne. Initiated by Edward III, who believed he had a rightful claim through his mother. The war was marked by a long period of fighting punctuated by truces. Despite some major victories such as the Battle of Crecy and Agincourt, the war placed a heavy burden on England's economy and population. It also contributed to growing unrest at home, as constant taxation and military failures caused widespread dissatisfaction.
The Black Death. In 1348, England was struck by the Black Death, a bubonic plague that decimated the population. Within 2 years, an estimate 1/3 to half of all English people had died. The disease spread rapidly, especially in urban areas, and caused panic and despair across all levels of society. Entire communities were wiped out, and the labor force collapsed. The psychological impact of the plague was profound, leading many to question traditional institutions such as the church, which had failed to provide answer or relief.
Consequences of the plague. The consequences of the Black Death were dramatic and long-lasting. With so many workers dead, labor became scarce and more valuable. Survivors were able to demand higher wages and better conditions, which challenged the traditional feudal system. The government attempted to control wages through law like the Statutes of Laborers, but social unrest continued. This was a turning point for the English economy and society, as a more mobile and assertive lower class began to emerge.
The Peasant Revolt. In 1381, the tension caused by economic hardship, unfair taxation, and rigid social structure erupted into the Peasant Revolt, led by Wat Tyler. Thousands of peasants from the countryside marched to London demanding justice, fair treatment, and the end of serfdom. Although the revolt was eventually crushed and its leaders executed, it left a lasting impression on the ruling elite. It demonstrated the growing power of lower class and the increasing difficulty of maintaining the old feudal order.
Political instability and weak leadership. Following the social and economic crisis, England entered a period of political instability. Richard II, who came to the throne as a child, struggled to maintain control and was eventually overthrown. His successors, including Henry IV and Henry VI, faced rebellions, noble rivalries, and questions of legitimacy. This internal conflict weakened royal authority and contributed to a fractured and chaotic political landscape.
The Wars of the Rose. The political instability culminated in a brutal civil war known as the Wars of the Rose, fought between the rival houses of Lancaster and York. This conflict lasted over 13 years and included many bloody battles for control of the throne. In 1485, the conflict ended when Henry Tudor defeated Richard III at the Battle of Bosworth Field, becoming King Henry VII. His victory marked the beginning of the Tudor dynasty and the end of medieval England.
A century of transformation. Talk marked by suffering, this century of crisis also brought major transformation. The decline of feudalism, the rise of a more centralized monarchy, and the increasing influence of parliament signaled the beginning of modern governance in England. Towns grew in importance, the merchant class expanded, and the country began to recover from the trauma of war and plague with a stronger and more adaptive social structure. Conclusion: The 100 Years' War and the Plague reshaped England militarily, socially, and economically, weakening feudalism and strengthening national identity. The peasant revolt showed rising demand for justice, while noble conflict like the Wars of the Roses led to a more stable Tudor monarchy. By the late 15th century, England was evolving into a more urban, politically conscious, and modern state. Okay, maybe enough from us. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.